Okay, so what I was explaining is what is product rule. Okay, so product and rule, that means two words, product, rule. So you are defining a rule for product. Okay, so that means, so suppose there are bundle. Okay, and sales rep wants to add that bundle in code, and they are doing the configuration. Before adding, they are doing the configuration. So what exactly they can do during the configuration, that will be defined by the product rule. Okay, so it's like, imagine you are a sales rep, you are adding a product bundle in the code.
Okay.
Before adding the product bundle in the code, you are getting a configuration page.
Right.
In that configuration page, what exactly means you can do, that means suppose the you are adding a product bundle called desktop bundle, and you means CPQ admin, what they have done in that code, you can't add duplicate bundle. That means desktop bundle can be added only once. Okay, you can't add two desktop bundle in the code. You have to prevent
Okay.
sales rep to do that. So that
Okay.
rule
Okay.
you are specifying, that is, that
Okay.
can be done
It
through
cannot be happened
product
once.
rule. Yeah, in one means in a single point of time you can add only one bundle, one specific bundle to the code. That is one kind of
Okay.
requirement. You want to means restrict sales rep to do that as
Okay.
a CPQ admin. So that can be achievable by product bundle. Okay, suppose you are working for
And rule.
yeah, you are working for one company. Okay, XYZ company, and suppose Accenture is your partner. Okay, let's say you are working for means Godrej company. You are selling the refrigerator, washing machine, or AC. Okay, and you are having a partner with one mechanic shop. So that what happen, whenever your product will be sold, okay, your product will be sold out, then from that your partner is your mechanic shop. So you, from your
Right.
partner shop company, some mechanics will go to that person home, and they will do the installation.
Right.
Okay, that means you are selling the product, but you are having the partnership with one mechanic shop. Okay, so
Right.
for installation, that partner will do that installation. Okay,
Okay.
from your company you can't, so means send one sales rep to do the installation. You have to restrict that. Okay,
Okay.
you
Okay.
can
Got it.
only
Got
sell,
it.
but means installation setup will be done by your partner. So that kind of
Yes.
thing. So in whenever you are adding the configuration, means you are adding the product bundle, you can't add the installation product in your bundle. Okay, that is one kind of requirement. Suppose you are adding one product with quantity 6. Okay, and if we will sell product B, then automatically the quantity will become 12. Okay, there are two product option in a bundle. Suppose product A and
Okay.
product B. If you are selling product A with quantity 2, product B will automatically become 4.
Product B will continue to become.
4. It will be doubled the quantity of product A.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that kind of requirement. So those can be achievable in through product rule.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is called a product rule. So let me just go here. Yeah. So what exactly it defines related rule driven by an if and then structure? That means if condition is satisfied, then validate or perform the action. Okay. So if the condition will be satisfied, then only it will be means the action will be performed. Means suppose your condition is um, okay, bundle quantity. Okay, so for a specific bundle there can be only one bundle in a code. There shouldn't be more than two. So here the condition is the bundle quantity will shouldn't be greater than one. or let's say bundle quantity equals 1, then only it will perform the action to restrict the restrict another bundle in the code. You understood? So example is, you have to restrict sales rep to add duplicate bundle in a quote.
Right.
So
Okay.
that means duplicate bundle means there can be only one bundle. But suppose bundle name is desktop bundle. Okay, you have added the desktop bundle, so second time you can't add the desktop bundle.
Right.
So that means in a quote, how many number of bundle desktop bundle can be present?
Only one.
Only one. So that means you are checking the condition, bundle quantity is equal to 1 or shouldn't be greater than 1, then only it will perform the action, right?
Yeah.
So first in product rule it will check the condition, then it will perform the action. So if and then.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I will show you what exactly these fields for the product rule defines. Okay, so let me just go to, okay, I was giving this example, prevent duplicate bundle. Okay, so okay, so this is a product rule. Let me click on new. Okay, so these are the fields you can see in product rule. So you will give any name. Okay, means select only one product on quote level, like that. You can give, this is a text field, so you can give any name. Okay, this is the product rule name. Okay, now type, this is the main interview question. Okay, so in interview they will ask you how many types of product rule are present. So you have to tell validation type, selection type, alert type, filter type. Okay, so there are 4 type of product rule. One is validation, selection, then alert, then filter. Okay, validation, selection, alert, and filter. Okay, so you have to define based on your requirement. Okay, and one field is active, so whenever you are creating a product rule you must active that rule, otherwise it won't fire. Okay, and condition met, all any custom. Okay, condition met is all any custom. All means and, suppose you have you are having a product rule with two conditions and all. Okay, in which condition this product rule will fire? In all condition it will fire. That means condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. Okay, so condition 1 and condition 2 and condition 3, so all condition. Any means or,
Or
yes, fine,
anyone.
anyone. So this or this or this. Custom means all plus any.
Okay.
Okay, so this is condition met. Okay, now scope. On scope means, see, applies the rules on the entire quote or specific product, means where the product rule will be applied, on the quote or on the product.
Configure will edit line code.
No, this scope, this scope
Okay.
field.
Okay.
Okay, there are two scopes. Scope means where exactly the product rule will be applied, on the quote level or on the product level.
Okay.
Okay, so advanced condition, so it's like if you are defining any condition, means advanced condition, that time you have to use this one, advanced condition. Okay, so it's like, see, 1 2 3 and 1 2 4 and 1 2 5. Okay, advanced means it's not like, see, if you will define only 1 2 3 and 1 2 4, this is simple condition. But if you are defining another and with 1 2 5, means more than 3 4, so that is advanced condition. Okay, and this can be used only for this custom option. So if you are using custom, then only you will use advanced condition, this field. You will make the condition like 1 and 2. Okay, I will define or 3 and 4, like that. These are called advanced condition. Okay, so this can be only used during the custom condition met as custom. Okay. Now evaluation event. So event means you remember configuration event, add, edit, always
Yes, yes.
same. Event means load, edit, save always. So during when it will be means this evaluation will be happen. Okay. So during load of that means product or code, during edit, during save, or during always. Okay. So this is evaluation event. Evaluation order. So that means, so it's like, okay, so you have multiple evaluation. Okay. So in on which order it will depend. So specify the order of evaluation for the price rule. Higher order rules are evaluated last, which means they win in case of conflicts. So that means, suppose you have one, two, means four order, means four product rule. Okay. So which product rule and means all product rule are applied on the same product. So which product rule will be applied first? This is called evaluation order. So four product rule. Okay. So suppose, okay, let me close this one first. One, two, three, four, five, six. You have six product rules. Okay, so you will define one, this evaluation order as one, this one as three, this one as four, this one as two, this one as six, this one as seven, like that. You will define. So in that order, it will define evaluation order. Okay, so one will be means evaluated one first, then second, then third, like that. Okay, evaluation order. Message means you want to display any message, you can keep here. So actually I will say, okay, there are four type of product rule. Okay, validation, selection, alert, filter. Let's talk about alert and validation first. Selection and filter I will tell later. Okay, alert and validation. What is alert and what is validation? Okay, so alert means it's like you are giving a alert to the sales rep. Okay, so what kind of alert? Let me just, okay, alert or warning message. Okay, that is called alert. So Windows sensor warning. Let me just tell you. Okay, so this is one quote. I will add one bundle. Add products. The bundle name is Home Security Console. Okay, select. I'm adding this product, Home Security Console. Okay. Okay, I will try to save this one. See, one alert message is coming. Can you see?
Oh, yes, yes.
So this bundle only has one Windows sensor. Most customer need additional sensor for all ground level Windows. Okay, and it is giving two options: cancel or continue. Okay, let me just show you where I have set up. So this alert message, okay, you can achieve through alert type product rule.
Okay.
You have four type product rule: validation, selection, alert, and filter. So with alert type product rule, you can achieve this kind of means setting or configuration. This is configuration page, right? I told what kind of configuration sales rep can do, that will be defined by the product rule.
Right.
Okay, so here during the configuration while saving, sales rep is getting this alert message. So how he got this alert message? Let's go to the alert message one. Windows sensor warning. Okay, can you read this message? This bundle only has one Windows sensor. Most customer need additional sensor for all ground level Windows. This bundle only has one Windows sensor. Most customer need additional. So this is coming from this message. So alert or validation, these two type of means product rule, you can use this message box. Even though there is no advanced condition or condition met is not custom, you can use the message. So alert and validation is to display a warning message to the sales rep. Okay, so alert type and validation type is to display warning message to the sales rep during the configuration phase. So here, if I will change any message, then same message I can see here. Okay, I will explain you how we have created this product rule. But now just see, just means know the difference. What is alert and what is validation?
Alert is a validation like exception thrown on the UI.
Exactly. So it's an exception or warning message you are displaying to the sales rep before saving the product bundle into the code. Okay. Now there is a small difference between alert and validation. Okay. You know alert and validation is to display the warning message. But what is the difference? Why there are two names, alert and validation? So for alert, you can ignore this message, you can continue. If you'll click on continue, it will be added in the code. See, it has added in the code, home security console. But validation, what it does, it will give you the pop-up, means this message, warning message. But without correcting the thing, you can't save it in the code. Here, alert, what it will do? Without correcting, you can continue. Okay. But in validation, without correcting, you can't continue. That is the difference. Okay, that is validation. So alert means just simple warning message, but you can save. Validation means it will show you a warning message, but you have to correct the configuration, then only you can save in the code. Otherwise, you can't. That is the difference. Alert and validation. Okay. So first, let's see the alert type. Alert type. Okay. So this is one trailhead use case. Okay. So if you have trailhead open, so you can see this one. So what exactly it is telling? Windows sensor warning. Their bundle has only one Windows sensor. Most customers need additional sensor for all ground level Windows. So that means there is a requirement or use case whenever sales rep is selling, okay, home security console bundle, then there can be, means there can be more than two Windows sensor. Okay, so there can be, see, Windows sensor is one of the product option for this one. What? Home security console bundle. So let me just show you first the bundle, then you will understand. Home security console. Okay, so this is one product. Okay, so how I will recognize this is as a bundle? So I can see the options. Okay, now I can see Windows sensor. So Windows sensor is one of the option for home security console bundle, right? So now we will apply the rule. So Windows sensor. Okay, this is a bundle product option. So let me just show you the Windows sensor. Okay, so here Windows sensor, we have created a minimum quantity of one. That means minimum one quantity of Windows sensor will should be sold while selling the this bundle, home security console bundle, right? The minimum quantity you have defined. So now there is a requirement, like if there is one quantity of Windows sensor, okay, let me tell you. Yeah, one second. Yeah. So whenever sales rep is selling one quantity of Windows sensor, okay, one quantity of Windows sensor, then it will show an alert message that hello sales rep, you are selling one Windows sensor, so you just add more than one, so that whenever you are selling, there can be a need to sell more than one also. So just add or change the quantity to more than one, like that. Whatever alert message you will set, that will be displayed. Okay, so how we can achieve that? So first you need to create a product rule. Okay, Windows sensor warning. Okay, then how you have to define? So you are setting up a alert type product rule. So type you have to select alert. Okay, and message you need to display. What kind of message you want to display? And you have to make it active and condition met all. For all condition, this message should be displayed. This alert message should be displayed.
Why the scope is product?
Yeah, I'm coming to that part. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Now alert active this message field. These three you know, and condition met is all. Okay. Now let's go to scope. Scope we have quote or product. Okay. Scope we have two options. One is quote, one is product.
Product, right?
One is quote, one is product. But here in this case we have selected product. Okay. Why?
Yes.
Because during the configuration of that page, configuration product page, this alert message should be displayed. Right? So when this alert message was displayed? During this configuration product page only. Correct?
Okay. Oh, okay.
So let me try to save it again. Whether it is display. See, during the configuration product page only, this should be displayed. That's why we have selected product. If you want to display on the quote label, then after adding that, you have to display on the quote.
Oh, got it. While saving it.
On the quote. So before quote, you have to select product. So here the alert message we are displaying before quote only. That means on the configuration product page. That's why we selected scope as product.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, clear, clear.
Yeah. So now evaluation event save. So that means while clicking on the save button, while saving this configuration period, we should display this alert message. So this is what happening,
Yes.
right? So save, and we have selected message. That's it. Okay. So we have created the product tool. Now, if we'll go to the product tool, let me just click on. Okay. Suppose this is product tool XYZ. Type as alert active. Okay, and condition met all. Scope as product. Okay, evaluation event save. Okay, and message ABC. Just one example I'm giving. Okay, and I'm saving. Similar, same thing. Windows sensor, whatever I'm showing there. Here, just compare, save. Okay, after saving, you will see a condition, error condition and action. Okay, same thing you are doing here. Let me go back. Windows sensor warning. Okay, so you just created a rule here. Then you are setting up the condition. Okay, now what should be the condition? So you have to think it logically. Okay, so here what exactly is the requirement? Whenever sales rep is selling home security console, then when if in that case Windows sensor quantity is 1, then it will be the alert should be displayed.
Right.
Okay, so what is the product option you are selling? What is the product? Windows sensor. And what is the
Right.
quantity? Quantity equals to 1. In both this, if both this condition will satisfy, then action will be performed. So there will be two condition. One, first it will check the product code equals to this Windows sensor or not. Okay. Second condition, it will check whether this quantity equals to 1 or not. If both this condition will satisfy, that's why you have given all. Okay. suppose you want to means give the condition like if any of these two conditions will satisfy, then only the action will be performed. Then you should have selected it as any. Okay, so here you are selecting all condition, because one, this condition 0 0 0 0 and 0 0 0 1, all both this condition, if it will satisfy, then only the action will be performed.
What is the second condition?
Second condition is if the quantity is equal to 1, right? So so in the, let me go back again.
Okay, first message is like
See,
condition is a message,
uh,
and
your Windows sensor, I have given the quantity as 1. So whenever sales rep will sell one quantity of Windows sensor in this home security bundle, that time it should display the message, error message. This is not error message, but this is just warning message. Hey guy, hey sales rep, you are selling only one Windows sensor. Okay, so better you should sell more than one. That time, okay, sales rep will cancel and change it to 2 or 3 or 4. Then we'll try to save. Okay, then it won't display, the alert message won't display. That means only when Windows sensor quantity is 1 and product code equals to means sensor, then only it will display the error message. So I will click one condition, first condition. Okay,
the filter option should,
condition or which one?
no, that is one.
Product rule.
Filter value is equal to 1.
I am showing one by one.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so first condition, I will click here. Okay, so what, see, rule already you are defining, means under this rule Windows sensor, the rule name is Windows sensor warning. Under this rule you are defining the condition, right? So automatically this Windows sensor warning is coming here. Okay, otherwise if it won't display, you have to select the rule name, Windows sensor warning. Now tested object, what is the tested object here? Where you are, means where actually, means the object is present, that means where Windows sensor is present. One second. Edit line. So our product, home security console. Okay, now you tell me what is Windows sensor here in this product bundle. What is Windows sensor?
Product. It's a
Product option.
product option.
Windows sensor is the option here, right? So tested object is product option, because your Windows sensor here is nothing but a product option. That's why tested object is product option. Okay, so tested object is product option. So you have multiple means thing. I will come to configuration attribute. Okay, means later. But you remember now product option you have selected. Why? Because your Windows sensor here is a product option. That's why your tested object is product option. Okay, in this tested object, means in the product option, okay, the rule will, when the rule will be fair, it will check. Okay, so first it will check whether I should fire in the feature or on the product option. So here you have selected tested object as product option, so it will come to the product option part. Now for which product option it will be fired, it will check for the product code equals to Windows sensor or not. Okay, so it will check for the field product code. Okay, product code filter value equals value Windows sensor. You understood? I will explain again. So when you will fire, when the product rule will be fired, then first it will come, it will check the product bundle. Okay, I have to go to this product bundle. My product bundle is home security console. Okay, it's matching fine. Next, it will check whether I should apply for this feature group or the feature or the options. So you have defined the tested object as product option. Tested object as product option. So it will directly go to the product option. Now here he will find three product option: door sensor, window sensor, motion sensor. Even here also exterior camera, doorbell, many product options are present. Okay, and so it will check for which product option I should be fed. So the condition you have put product code tested field. Okay, product code. Okay, you have defined product code and you have defined a filter value equals value is equal to window sensor. So it will check where the product code is equal to window sensor. So it will stop here and there it will fire. So here it will find my product code is window sensor. Okay. So now it finds where exactly it would be fired. So he found, okay, my product code is window sensor. This is matching as per my condition. So I will stop here. Okay. So this condition is satisfied. So how you will define? You will define where test the object it should be fed. That means product option, and which field it should fed. That is product code. See, field is product code. Okay, so you have given the API name. Always on the field level, you should give the API name. Okay, so product code. Now use the operator field. Okay, operator equals, not equals, less than, less than. So here your condition is my product code equals to Windows sensor. So that's why you defined operator as equals and filter value as window sensor. So here filter type is value or variable. So means you know the concept, right? Value or variable. Okay. So variable, like if you're defining any variable, you have to define a variable here. If you are selecting value, then select the value here. Okay. So if you are selecting variable, then you have to select the variable from here. But if you are defining value, then select the value from here. Okay, so you know what is my product code, so directly you will select value and put the product code. Okay, and save this. One condition is satisfied. Second condition is, okay, now your product rule finds what is my product code. Now it will check for the quantity, whether my quantity is equals to 1 or not. Okay, now I can see my quantity is 1, then only I will fire that alert message. Okay, so now the quantity, this quantity field for this window sensor should be 1, is equal to 1 or not, it will check. So we will create one more condition. Okay, condition 1, this condition. So in this condition, okay, now where it will fire? In the option label, right? So tested object is product option, tested field is quantity, and quantity equals value as 1, right? Value as 1. Okay, and you have given condition met all. So that means if all these both these condition will be satisfied, then only it will show this message. Now most important thing, whenever you are creating any product rule, okay, so it should know for which product bundle it should be applied, right? It should know for which product bundle it should be applied. For that you have to define a configuration rule. Without configuration rule, it won't recognize for which bundle or which product it will be applied. Okay, so in this configuration rule, you are simply assigning the product or product bundle. So you can see this product rule is assigned to this product bundle, home security console. That's it. Okay, so condition you have given, message you have given, and condition and product you have defined the configuration rule to which product or product bundle it should be applied. That's it. Then you, whenever you will add that product bundle in this product with windows sensor quantity equals to 1 and will try to save it, it will fire the alert message. Okay. Yeah, so you try to implement this in your new work, alert one. Okay, this is called alert. So alert, what it will do, it will just simply give you a error message or alert message, warning message, but without changing it also you can continue saving the bundle in the code. Okay.
You want me to create a new product in UI?
Yeah, so let me just stop my recording now. We will do hands on. Okay, so click on save. Yeah, so now you can see this alert message which you have configured in your own org. Okay, so if you click on continue, then it will save that home security console in the code, this bundle in the code. If you'll click cancel, then it won't save, and then it will means you have the option to change the quantity. After changing the quantity you can save. Okay, alert is to show the message, that's it. Okay, but validation is it will show the message, but you have to change the quantity, then only you will save. Yeah, you have to correct,
If
then
the issue is
error.
going,
Yeah. Okay, so you,
I didn't rebuild today, so
yeah,